everybody, so today I'm going to be doing a slightly different video than the standard beauty videos that I normally upload. So if you normally tune in for those, maybe you just want to X out of this may not interest you at all. What I'm going to be doing today is a Meet the Mun video for my RP vlog that I run on Tumblr. I am Pepper Potts, I guess, yeah, okay. I got requested to do this video last night, and I had posted that if anybody was actually interested to just ask me questions and I would answer them today and make a video about it. So if you're not really interested, just click out now. This is more for my Tumblr followers. If you are interested, stick around, great. Glad to have you here. So I'm just going to get right into it because I did actually get a decent amount of questions. So thank you to whoever you are. They were all anonymous. But I just want to thank you. You guys made me feel a little bit special inside. So yeah, so I'm just going to get right into it because there's a little bit of stuff to get through. So my name is Kristen. I am 20. I will be 21 in the next month and a half. And I am from New York, so I'm on Eastern Standard Time. I figured I would just preface the questions with that. So I'm going to get right into them. I'm going to just go through the asks that I got in my inbox. And yeah, so hopefully my iPad doesn't die. First question, is that your natural hair color? Yes, this is my natural hair color. I've never dyed it, never touched it. Really, the most I ever do to it is style it, and that's on a good day if I'm not feeling too lazy. So, yes, this is 100% my natural hair color. It is what I was born with. Are you single? Yes, I am single. My love life is the equivalent of the lone tumbleweed blowing in the breeze when there's no one around, or that lone cricket chirping in the distance. Yeah, so I am single. Do you have a best friend? Yes, I have a best friend, and if she's watching this, which, Samantha, I know you are watching this, I have no words. I have no words to describe our friendship. It is just that ridiculous and great and fantastic, and I love her, and I don't know what I would do without her. I'd probably be dead in a ditch somewhere because she is, as my mother likes to call her, my conscience and my brain, because I just kind of like to do things. So yes, my best friend, that is her, and if you guys are interested, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I do probably going to upload a couple videos with her in the coming weeks, so I don't know if you're interested. I figured I'd just shamelessly plug my channel. Next question, do you go to school? If so, what for? Yes, I do go to school. I am actually in my second to last semester of college. I am dual majoring in criminal justice and psychology, so yeah. If you could have any career, what would it be? I would say I'd like to either be a makeup artist or something in the entertainment business as far as like acting, entertaining that way. I've just always been interested in it. I love making YouTube videos. I love entertaining people. I love making people laugh. Yeah, if I could do anything, that's probably what it would be. And I'd probably also do makeup artistry for the people on the set because I love doing makeup, as you could probably tell by my channel. So yeah, top 3 proudest achievements. Oh boy. First is last October, actually around this time last year, I had won a giveaway. It's not a giveaway, it was a contest to raise money for the Keep a Breast Foundation, and it is a foundation that kind of wants to spread education and knowledge about breast cancer, how to prevent it, how to treat it, early action, all that kind of stuff. And it's a foundation that I've always kind of stood behind and followed and donated to and was involved with. And last year when Blink-182 was doing their tour, they teamed up with Keep a Breast and they did the Boomer Loves Boobies kind of fundraiser, and whoever raised the most money got flown out to California for the weekend. You got to see the show, you got to meet him backstage, we went on the stage. It was such an experience, but me and my one best friend Lisa, we had raised the money together for the whole month of September, and by the time October rolled around, we had raised almost $3,000 for the cause, and I just felt that that was such an achievement for me because not only was it a cause that I believed in, I really worked hard to get there, and I thought that that was really cool, and I'm really proud of myself and for Lisa for raising that much money. Second proudest achievement would probably have to be this past summer. I got picked to be on an episode of Comic Book Man on AMC. If you don't know what that is, it is a kind of documentary type TV show where the cast is the employees of the Secret Stash. If you don't know what the Secret Stash is, it is Kevin Smith's comic book store. If you don't know who Kevin Smith is, he is Bob of Jay and Silent Bob. If you do not know what I'm still talking about, I would say just Google it. But I got picked to be on an episode of that show, and I had such a blast. I really can't go into detail yet because my episode hasn't aired. The season starts on October 14th, though, Sunday nights at 11:30. So if you wanted to check it out and hopefully see me someday, then go ahead. But yeah, I got picked to be on the show. Such a blast. One of the greatest experiences of my life. And I am just so proud to be able to say that I'm going to be on the show. And my third, it hasn't technically been accomplished yet, but I would say graduating college. I just made my schedule for my final semester of my undergraduate career this morning, and it's like the end is in sight. I know I'm going to graduate in May. And college for me, I feel like I always knew I was going to graduate, but I never thought I would actually pull it off. And now that it's here and I can literally taste it, that's how close it is, I would say that that's a pretty proud achievement of mine. Next question, what are you excited for in the next 6 months? Oh boy, 6 months. It is October 5th, so that means it's going to be October, November, December, January, February. So that would bring me all the way to March. So I'm just going to go chronologically in order. So next weekend I'm going to New York Comic Con, Thursday to Sunday, all 4 days. I have the 4-day pass. I'm going with one of my really, really good friends, Keith. I cannot wait for that. For his birthday, I also surprised him with tickets to see Kevin Smith live. He's hosting a live show after Comic-Con at a place nearby in the city, and I got front row tickets for that, so I'm so pumped to be seeing Kevin Smith live. He is one of my heroes. I really look up to him as far as kind of achieving your dreams and doing what you want to do for yourself and not caring what the norm is. So I really do look up to him, and I'm so excited to be able to see him. After that would be my 21st birthday, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then in January I'm flying out to Washington to see Dustin and Michelle. And if you guys don't know who they are, it is the Terribly Privileged and the Winter Soviet, my Bucky and my Tony. I suggest that you all go follow them both. I love them to death, and I cannot wait to go out there and spend the week with them. And then after that, it's pretty much just school, interning, and all that other kind of fun stuff. So, yeah. Oh my lord. This next question. How do you smut, do you feel awkward about it? Such a weird question. At first, when I first started RPing, I remember I didn't know what the boundaries were because I hadn't started talking to Michelle yet. And I was like, well, how far is too far? Because I know that I was kind of older than most of the people that were trying out. So I was like, I don't know where the line is for this. So I would literally kiss Tony in the RP, and I'd be like, oh my god, this is too far, this is too much. But then me and Michelle started talking a little bit more, and we kind of had this whole thing of if you ever feel uncomfortable, just say something. But we both just keep going with it, and now it has escalated to what we have today. And I no longer feel awkward about it. It just kind of comes as second nature now. Yeah, I mean, I figure if people don't like it, they'll just unfollow or not read it or whatever. So yeah, I guess at first it was a little bit awkward because you don't really know how to gauge it when you don't know the person that you're RPing with. But once you get used to it and you get the hang of it and it just kind of becomes something that you're doing, it's whatever. This next question has like 5 parts, so whoever you are, thank you very much. First question, how do you relate to Pepper? I would say I relate to her in the sense that I'm very driven when it comes to my work and accomplishing things for myself. So I'm about to be going to grad school in May, and well, technically September, but I'm going to be moving out, going to grad school, starting my career, and I'm very driven and determined to kind of prove myself and make a name for myself, so to speak, so that I can go far in the things that I want to do in my life. So I guess I would relate to her in that sense. Also, my phone is my life. My phone is always with me, attached to my hand. So is my iPod, so is my iPad, and so is my MacBook. I'm very attached to everything, and I'm very much into always staying updated, staying on top of things, scheduling things, planning things. I guess I kind of relate to her in that aspect of, just planning, staying on top of things, kind of being the I don't want to say manager, but managing things in my life quite well. My agenda is my life. If you all could see it, it's one. Actually, I should probably put that back. That is one of my proudest achievements in my life, my agenda book. If you know me, which none of you do, but for those of you watching this that do know me, my agenda book is my life, and it is my pride and joy, and that thing is beautiful, and if anything happened to it, I'd probably cry. So I guess that's pretty much it. As far as, I mean, I guess I relate to her because she loves Tony. I love Tony Stark as well, even though he's a fictional character. I really do love him. That's pretty much it. I don't really think I'm that much like her, but a lot of people tell me that I am. I'll take it as a compliment. I am very honored and very flattered, so thank you all of you who said that to me. Why did you choose her? I chose her because I really love the way that Gwyneth Paltrow played her in the movie. I'm not too big of a fan of Gwyneth Paltrow herself. I'm not getting into that right now. But her as Pepper Potts, I do absolutely love her, and I love the way she portrays the character. And when I had first started RPing, I had started it with an actual group. Like, we had a moderator, we had certain things we had to do. But our moderator kind of just faded off the face of the planet, and the main people that I RP with are all from my main group, so I'm glad that we all kind of stuck it out together. But they were doing it more movie-based than comic-verse, so I was like, you know what, I'll just try out. I remember I was taking my final at school, I was going through the tag, and I had posted a lot of stuff, and the moderator had actually messaged me about, like, being interested in doing an Avengers RP. So I had spoken to her. I was like, I don't really know what that is. You know, I've never done anything like that. The person explained it to me. I auditioned, and I was picked to be Pepper Potts. So why did you begin RPing? I don't know if I just said this. I can't even remember what I just said. But I started RPing because I was bored and I really wanted to do something Avengers related. I don't know, it was weird because the movie had just come out. I was so into it and I was like, oh my god, this is so much fun. And I thought it would be cool to kind of get to play the character that I kind of wish I was. So that's kind of why I started doing it. I was absolutely bored out of my mind and I thought it would be fun. And in all honesty, I thought after like a week or two I'd be over it. I'd be like, this is too much work, not really trying to do this right now. But it ended up sticking, and here I sit, and I really cannot picture myself not doing it anymore. So that is that. What does it mean to you? RPing, I feel like it gave me a chance to meet people that I would never have ever come across in my entire life. And for that, I'm really thankful because the people that I've met and that I've grown to get close to and have formed like a friendship with, I know that I'm going to be friends with them for a very long time. And I absolutely love that aspect of this. And I like that I get to connect with people in other places outside of just where I live and connect with people not so much face to face, but just more on like that personal level of talking to people, getting to know each other. And also, in my career path in life, I don't really get to write creatively that much. More of what I do, especially for psychology, criminal justice, I do a lot of case studies, I do a lot of like law review, stuff kind of like that, so I don't really get to express myself creatively. It's all very cut and dry to the book, you know, whatever the case may be. So to me, RPing lets me have that creative outlet and write creatively because I really do love to write, and I find myself not really having that outlet anymore. And yes, I can write for myself, but I mean, I don't know, which I still do. I have tons and tons of notebooks, Word files on my computer of just me writing. So I don't know, it just, for me, it allows me to creatively express myself. Same thing with YouTube. I just like to be able to have that outlet to kind of put myself out there and do what I want to do, how I want to do it. So that's kind of what it does for me. And lastly, my favorite color. This is probably going to be the shortest question ever. My favorite color is pink. I am a stereotypical girly girl. I love pink. I love all things girly frilly. So yes, and now that I have spoken for probably well over the needed time for this, I am going to sign off. So before I get going, I just want to thank each and every one of you who follow me. I want to thank each and every one of you who actually follow me, read my RPs, and I just want to say I love you and thank you very much to all of you people who RP with me, because I know that I'm probably not that great and I'm probably a little bit weird sometimes, but I just want to thank you all for sticking by me and we're all doing this together. So thank you to everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you to those of you who asked me the questions, who requested this video. And if you guys ever want to see anything like this again, feel free to let me know. I'm open to pretty much anything. I'm very easygoing and lax. I don't really have much of a, I don't have very many boundaries when it comes to things like this. So yeah, just let me know. So until the next time, I will see you all very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later.